Day one of Refresh and Refocus. This is part of a 28-day series that I have at my Mindful Movement, my membership platform, and I'd like to gift you day one today. This is a 30-minute practice. However, throughout the series, practices range from between 5 minutes and 30 minutes. We have a blend of flow, breath work, yin, we have some meditation, some myofascial release. So if you really like this practice, don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you would like access to the other 27 practices, click the first link in the description below and you will get access to all of those videos as well as all the other series and all the other perks that you get on the membership. So I really hope you enjoy it and I look forward to welcoming you at my Mindful Movement.
Hello and welcome to this 28-day Refresh and Refocus challenge. First of all, thank you so much for purchasing this challenge and I really hope you enjoy this journey that we're about to go on together. So this is a 4-week challenge and I have designed it so the 28 practices can be practiced consecutively. However, if you would like to have a little break in between each week or in between each day, that is totally personal preference. Some days are going to be more challenging than others. So we're going to be doing some breathing and meditation, relaxation some days. Other days we're going to be power yogaing, vinyasing, strengthening, all that stuff. So it's a little bit of a mixed bag and it's been designed in a way for you to reconnect with yourself. So letting go of any tension, whether that's physically or mentally, self-limiting beliefs, we're going to shed all of that so we can uncover a new version of ourselves. So this is not a way to fix you or improve you. You're already perfect. It's just finding a way to uncover what is already there. So I hope you leave this challenge refreshed and refocused. So for day one, we are going to start seated. So come on down, find a comfortable seat. It's going to be a very simple vinyasa flow today, just to kind of ease us into things. And then we'll start to get a little bit more complex as we move through the month together. So come take a seat. You can sit cross-legged, you can be kneeling, totally personal preference. Relax your hands onto your knees or your thighs, close off the eyes. And just take a moment to settle into your seat where you've arrived. Smooth breath in through the nose. Long breath out through the mouth. One more big breath in. And a smooth breath out. Lovely. And then just settling into the natural flow of breath. See if you can get a little more comfortable in your seat. So whatever that means for you, if you need to have a little shimmy, a little adjust of the hands. And just see if you can take this opportunity to really notice how it feels to be taking this first step. Noticing where the body is at today. If there is any tension physically or mentally, maybe any resistance. And just becoming aware of that and using our exhales just to see if we can loosen our grip, ease ourselves into the seat and into this present moment. Now taking a moment to set an intention for this practice and maybe even the next 28 days. So an intention is not a goal. It's something that we'd like to practice. It's a quality. It's something we'd like to offer ourselves, our lives. You can maybe boil it down to a sentence or one word. So I'll offer you a few here. So maybe that's self-love. Maybe it's commitment, focus, self-discipline, to be at ease, Maybe you'd like to recite, I am enough. So if any of those resonated with you, if you have your own, see if you can rest your attention onto that. How does it feel to practice that quality? And setting that intention as if it was already done, already a part of you. Wonderful. So starting to deepen your breath now, breathing in and out of the nose. Making the breath audible, so in through the nose, out through the nose. Slight restriction of the back of the throat, so the breath becomes a wave-like sound. Purposeful, mindful breath to guide us through this practice. Wonderful. When you're ready, blinking your eyes open. Take a big reach of the hands up and overhead on your inhalation. And as you exhale, come over to one hand side. Find that nice big side stretch. Awesome. With this top hand, bring it to the back of your head. Take a breath in and lean back, open through your chest. And as you exhale, this top elbow is going to angle down towards this knee and towards the floor. Lovely. Dropping the head. Lovely. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, elbow towards the knee. Draw your belly in. Wonderful. One more inhale, open the chest. Exhale. Wonderful. This time on your inhale, come on up. Reach both hands into the sky. And as you exhale, come over to the opposite side. Hand to the back of the head. Breathe in. Exhale, round it down. How does that feel today? See if we can get to know our body. Lovely. Inhale, open the chest. Look up to the sky. Exhale, round. Last one. Inhale, open across the chest. Exhale, round. Wonderful. This time as you inhale, come on up, reach both hands into the sky. Exhale, take a little twist to one side. So bringing the hand across, drawing the belly in, look behind you. Wonderful. Inhale, both hands reach high, unwind, and then take the little twist to the opposite side, looking behind. Wonderful. Inhale, reaching the hands sky high, and then as you exhale, bring them out in front and find your all fours position. So hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath our hips. Spread the fingers nice and wide and really feel your mat. Awesome. We're going to move in a way that just feels good. So whatever that means for you, maybe that's circles with your hips. Maybe it's the more traditional cat-cow motion. Maybe that's kind of what you need. But see if you can just move with no goal, but with the intention to feel good. So if something feels really good, see if you can move into that. What happens if you move into it a little bit more, make it bigger? Lovely. You can even close your eyes here, completely let go of what you look like and just really find what feels right in this moment. Lovely. Keep spreading your fingers nice and wide, because by doing this movement we're also warming up our wrists without us even realizing it. We're going to need those wrists in a bit. Oh, did you hear my hip pop? Hip pop. Lovely. Nice one. Let's come to a neutral place now. Spread the fingers, tuck the toes, finding our first downward facing dog. So sending the sitting bones back and up, lifting the seat. So you might want to keep your knees a little bent for this one, so your spine is nice and long. And then just begin to walk out the feet. So drop one heel, bend into that opposite knee, and then the opposite side. Kind of assessing how the backs of the legs are doing today. Maybe they're feeling quite open. Maybe we're feeling a little bit creaky, and that's okay too. Wonderful. Very, very nice. Good. And then find just a moment of stillness in your downward facing dog. So feet are about hip width apart, big toes nudged in. See if you can suck your tummy up, Lift the sitting bones. Don't worry about those heels getting to the mat. As long as you're feeling length through the spine and a stretch down the back of the legs, you're in a great place. Wonderful. Let's begin to tiptoe the feet towards the hands. You can bend the knees as much as you need to. Take it easy for this first practice together. Feet are hip width apart. Soften your knees so you really feel your belly onto your thighs. Let your head go. And then just take a little rock from side to side. You can grab opposite elbows if you wish, or just let your arms dangle if that feels good. Maybe take a little nod of the head, yes, and shake it no. Wonderful. Soften your knees and then slowly roll up through the spine. One little vertebrae at a time. Absolutely no rush. Picking yourself up, rebuilding to standing. Wonderful. Let's come to Tadasana, mountain pose. So top edge of your mat, big toes together, and your heels are about an inch apart roughly. Fan out your toes and actively press the floor away with your feet. Reach up tall with the crown of the head. Wonderful. Bring your hands together at heart center. We're going to flow here through some simple sun salutes and then a standing series. Very simple motions, and it's just a really nice way to meditate on our intention and get our body flowing and refreshed as well. So pressing the palms together, relax the shoulders away from the ears. Wonderful. With that intention, inhale, prayer up to the sky, look to the thumbs. As you exhale, fold yourself in half, lead with your heart. Lovely. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen through your waist. And as you exhale, plant the hands, step it back, high plank. Take a breath in your plank. As you exhale, drop the knees, untuck your toes, lower all the way down with control. Inhale, lift the chest, so use those upper back muscles. And as you exhale, lower down, come back through bent knees to your downward facing dog. Fix your focus, breathe in, breathe out. In for 2, out for 2, in for 3, out for 3. Inhale, soften your knees, look forward. As you exhale, step, hop, walk to the top. When your in-breath comes, halfway lift, draw your belly in. And as you exhale, fold. Draw that tummy in even more, relax your neck. Inhale, rise up, make it big, reach for the sky with that intention. Exhale, fold into your second round. Empty, empty, empty as you fold yourself in half. Lovely. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, plant the hands, step it back to a high plank. Breathe in your plank. And as you exhale, lower through. So option to use the knees or a chaturanga if you know where you're going. Inhale to lift the chest if you can lengthen your front side. And as you exhale, take it back through bent knees to downward facing dog. Steady breath, steady gaze. Breathe in. Breathe out. Lovely. So with that intention through every motion, so it's like moving meditation, and it's almost like a little prayer to ourselves. Wonderful. On your next in-breath, soften the knees, looking forwards. As you exhale, step or hop to the top. Inhale, halfway lift, use that breath. And as you exhale, fold yourself in half. Inhale, rise up, scoop up that energy all the way to the sky. And as you exhale, third and final round, empty, empty, empty as you pull forwards. Inhale, halfway lift, follow that motion. Exhale, plant the hands, step it back to a high plank. When you arrive in your plank, breathe in. And as you exhale, lower through. So option to use the knees, remember, or now chaturanga. Good. Inhale, flip your feet wherever you are. Broaden across the chest. And as you exhale, take it back. Downward facing dog. Lovely, steady breath. So this repetitive motion is so good for our nervous system. Our nervous system loves, loves, loves repetition. So stay with the breath. Stay with body, stay with intention. Lovely. On your next in-breath, soften your knees, looking forwards. Exhale, step or hop to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. And as you exhale, fold. Draw your belly in, make it purposeful. It's not a collapse. Inhale, rise up. Energy in your hand. Your fingertips are doing yoga as well. And as you exhale, bring your palms, your prayer down to heart center. Wonderful. We're going to come into a balance here. So keeping the hands into a prayer, you're going to ground down through your left foot and pick your right knee in towards your chest, like so. We're going to find our tree pose here. So we're going to bring our right foot somewhere down the inside of our left leg. So if balance is a challenge, you can be on your ankle, you can be on your calf, you can be on your thigh. Some of us might like to go for a little half lotus, but all of the options and all of them are valid. Just avoid pressing into your knee, so go above or below your knee. Good, and then really press this thigh against this foot. So you've got that like suck to your midline, and then do the same with your hands as well. Perfect. Option to keep the hands where you are, or if you'd like to grow the branches of your tree up and out, relax the shoulders. So we're solid, we're rooted, we're the trunk of the tree in the lower half of our body, and then that upper body can like blow in the breeze with ease. There's a little bit of movement. It just goes wherever the wind takes us. Wonderful, really nice everyone. And don't worry if you fall out of it, just hop right back in, even if you need to do it like 50 times, it's all good. Nice, let's bring the hands back to prayer. Bring the right knee into the chest, use the core. And then we're gonna fly into warrior three. So we're gonna reach our foot and our fingertips back really slow. So we enjoy every part of the motion. So warrior three into this balancing pose. Feel your right glute really begin to switch on. Good, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Keep your heart lifted. Hands and feet are active. Remember, they're doing yoga too. Perfect. You're gonna bend slowly into your standing leg and then drop those right toes behind you. Good. Inhale, float your hands high, looking to the thumbs. And as you exhale, you're going to bring your right hand down to the inside of that left foot. So nice and slow. Wonderful. Twisting over to the left. Keep your left hand lifted to the sky. Options here, you can always drop that back knee. That's an option. We're going to come into a side plank. So remember, you can drop the right knee if you need to. Otherwise, come onto the outside edge of both feet. You're going to step your left foot on top of your right, coming into a side plank or Vashisthasana. Good. Flex your feet. Legs are strong. Top hand is reaching to the sky. Lovely. Take a nice big breath. You got this. Exhale to your regular plank. Left hand down. Breathe in. Exhale through a vinyasa. So maybe dropping the knees, coming on down. Inhale, we take a back bend, lift the chest. Exhale, take it back. We'll meet in our downward facing dog. Lovely, breathe in. Breathe out. Spread the fingers wide, use your knuckles to push the floor away. Look after your wrists. Lovely, inhale, bend your knees, look forwards. Exhale, step, hop, float to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. And as you exhale, fold, release your neck. Inhale, rise all the way up with purpose. And as you exhale, hands to heart center, thumbs to heart, opposite side. Spread your right foot, so really ground those feet, the toes, and then the left knee in. Lovely, finding your tree on this side. So maybe we need to use a hand to bring it somewhere down the inner part of our right leg. So remember, you might need something different on this side. So if you need to go higher or lower, feel free. And you can keep the hands here if you're very happy here, or grow your branches. Light in those fingertips. Shoulders are relaxed. Breath is even. And pinpoint focus. So you often find when your mind starts to get a little bit distracted, that's when we fall out of balances. Make sure your standing leg is really strong as well. Make sure you're not just like hanging into it and like chilling out in it. It is a strong pose. Lovely. Let's bring the hands together at heart center. Draw the belly in. You're going to bring your left knee back to the chest and then slowly into warrior three. So reaching the fingertips back, reaching that left foot back, seeing if we can make our back body nice and flat. Imagine you were balancing like a drink or something on your back. That left glute is really now working to keep that left leg lifted. Core is engaged. Keep your center strong and it will make everything else a little bit more manageable. Breathe in. Exhale, slowly bend into your standing leg and drop those left toes behind you. Wonderful. Inhale, sweep those arms up. Should feel really good. Exhale, let's bring our left hand down to the inside of that front foot, finding that twist. So reaching that top hand up. Remember, you can drop that back knee, and then when we come to side plank, you can be here. Otherwise, strong legs. Come onto the outside edge of both feet. You're going to step your right foot on your left this time into your side plank. So you should feel this side really working. Keep your legs really strong and engaged. Top hand is reaching for the sky. Breathe in. Exhale to your plank. Breathe in here. Exhale, take it through a vinyasa. Remember, you can use the knees. Inhale into your up dog. And as you exhale, come back into your downward facing dog. Lovely. Breathe in. Breathe out. Lovely. As you inhale, bend the knees, look forwards. As you exhale, step, hop, jump to the top. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. And as you exhale, fold, release your neck. Good. We're going to heel toe our feet to the outside edges of our mat. Big toes pointing out. Come down into your yogi squat. So fingertips can stay on the mat. Dropping the sit bones in between the heels. Don't worry if your heels reach off. We're only going to be here for a moment. Maybe you want to keep your hands on the floor today. Maybe hands come to heart center and you push those palms together, prizing open the hips. Wonderful. Relax your neck. You can maybe have a little bit of a roll out of your neck here. Relax your jaw. Notice if you started to grit your teeth, particularly in those side planks. Wonderful. From here, let's bring our hands behind and come down and take a seat. Perfect. Release the legs out in front. Give them a little bit of a shake, particularly if they need it after that yogi squat there. You're going to bring your feet about hip width apart and sit up nice and tall. So if you struggle to sit on your sitting bones, if you're kind of like this, grab a block or a pillow and prop up your bum and it will really help you. Otherwise, flex your toes back towards you. So really pull those feet back towards you. Take a nice big breath in, reach up tall. And then as you exhale, draw your belly in and fold. So maybe some of us go for the knees, ankles, toes. Doesn't matter where you get. Just keep your spine nice and straight. So squeezing the shoulder blades together. Feel your tailbone lengthening back, drawing the belly in to fold forward. So it's a very active pose. Keep the feet pulling back towards you. And then ride the breath. So breathing in for length through our waist. Exhale to fold. Flow with that breath. It's like a wave. Breathing in. Lovely. Getting that nice big stretch all the way down the back of the leg. Perfect. Let's take one more. See if we've got a little bit more space there. Breathing in. And exhale. Good. Inhale. Walking the hands back towards you. Bring your hands behind. Fingers pointing the same way as your toes. Then bend your knees. You're going to push the hips up as much as feels good. So for some of us, we just need this little lift to feel that release in the lower back. Maybe you want to get your hips in line with your knees, make yourself into a little table position, and that might feel good. So anything is good. Whatever you need, you get to know your body. This whole 28 days is about you reconnecting with your body and reconnecting like with your intuition. Like you are the expert on your body. You really are. Even if you don't feel like you are at the moment, you will be. Take one more breath. And as you exhale, slowly, slowly lower your sitting bones down. Awesome. Let's bring ourselves a little bit further forward on our mat just so we don't end up like on the floor behind us. Reach your hands out in front and then slowly articulate the spine down. Slowly, slowly coming on down onto the back. Perfect. Relax your legs out nice and long, or you can keep your knees bent if you prefer. Hands rest onto the front of the body here. Close off your eyes. Breathe in. And sigh out through the mouth. Taking this opportunity to just notice how you feel after the movement today. After taking that first step. And with each exhale, letting go of any engagement, any tension in the body, the wrists, the stomach, the feet. Exhale to soften everything. Soften your body, your mind. Taking this opportunity to absorb this practice today. You are so welcome to stay here for a few more moments. Otherwise, if you are ready to come to seated, knees into the chest, and slowly bring yourself up. Take it nice and slow. Keep your eyes closed. You can sit however you like. Come meet me in seated if you're coming up. Rest your hands somewhere that feels natural. And you can sit however you like as long as your spine is nice and tall. Breathe in, sit up nice and tall. Breathe out, find your ease. Blinking the eyes open. Thank you so much for starting this journey with me today. After every practice, I really encourage you to do some journaling, just like a minute, what you felt, how your body felt, how your mind felt, any thoughts that come up. It might not feel helpful when you're doing it, but sometimes when you look back on that, you can really see the journey. So I encourage you to journal after every practice. And also just note down your favorite ones so you can always come back to them and practice them again whenever you want to. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you tomorrow.